Hi everyone, it's Lynn from Divine Central. I am back after a 6-month hiatus and I am ready to crank out some videos for 2023. Since I last saw you, my husband and I sold our home, retired from our jobs, moved into a motorhome, and now we're just kind of traversing the country. Right now we're in Houston, Texas for the winter, or at least for part of the winter. And I am starting today with a new series called Good Questions for Tarot. I get a lot of questions from aspiring taroists at the festivals and the fairs that I do. And I wanted to start by giving a handful of answers, my answers to some of the same questions that I see on the internet. So, are tarot cards a good gift? That's what I'd like to tackle today. Tarot cards could be a really thoughtful gift to someone who enjoys alternate religions or tarot readings in general. But before you give any cards as a gift, you need to really take your friend's beliefs and hobbies into account. Now, some people feel very strongly about, or I should say against, tarot, and they might be downright offended by getting a deck as a gift. So if you're thinking about gifting a deck, I wouldn't make it by surprise. You might want to just talk to them and ask them, gee, have you ever considered owning a deck? Or would you like to own a deck someday? Let that be your true guide to whether or not this would be a good gift for them. Now, if you do decide to gift to them, just make sure it's something that would match their interests. So if they're animal lovers, possibly give them an animal deck. I love the Animal Totem Tarot, the Forest of Enchantment, that's one of my favorites. Magical Dogs Tarot. If they have cats, the Everyday Witch Tarot or the Cat Tarot would be great. Or if you just want something fun and whimsical, maybe Kitchen Table Tarot or the Housewives Tarot. There's really cute cards. Anyway, they're all available on Amazon for $30 or less. Okay, so what could you pair with a tarot deck gift? How about another book or a companion book to go with it? Or possibly offer to give them a tarot reading with their own cards as soon as you get them. That way they can see their own cards in action. You might want to, let's see, I'm looking at my list here. You might want to teach them how to read tarot, maybe meet up every Thursday afternoon or the third Tuesday of every month, something like that, in order to sit down and go over the tarot cards and get them used to reading them on their own. Now, once you give a tarot gift, or a deck as a gift, I should say, there are hundreds of side gifts that you can give them after that. There's reading cloths and tarot t-shirts and books and covers or boxes. There are, and bags, crystals, all kinds of things. I mean, the list goes on and on. You can find a million things on Etsy that are very interesting, jewelry even. So, once you've done that, then there's no looking back. But do be respectful and mindful of your friends. And don't be so eager to find someone else who is interested in your passion that you would literally alienate somebody by, giving them a gift that they didn't want or that they would feel uncomfortable with. Okay? Now, I have a friend who's very religious, spent a lot of time in the church, and she just shudders at the mere mention of my tarot business. And so I work very hard not to mention it, bring it up, even in passing when we're together. I like her as a friend. We have enough other things to talk about that we don't have to include tarot in that. But on occasion, when she says, hey, what's up this weekend, I might spew out the fact that I'm reading at a street festival, and you can just see her quiver in horror when I mention it. So I try not to do that. And you know what? It's not about being ashamed of what I do. It's about being respectful of her feelings and honoring the line that she's drawn in the sand. That's all. Anyway, that's my take on tarot cards as a gift. I have a lot of other topics that I'm going to cover. I would love to know if you have any experience with giving gifts of tarot decks, and please put them in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say about that. And then come back to see what else I have. Thanks very much. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.